talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A six-year man, Austin Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Herbert off of play action. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cooper, the man in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Call out a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
To throw is Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Herbert now.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, LA!
Mike Williams.
65 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now a first down throw. Watson rolling to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson off play action. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On 1st and 10, Herbert looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Watson flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Watson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
From the 30 on second down, Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on second is Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
In motion is Grant. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Play action. It's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's got room. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Xander Horvath, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the to start the fourth. first down. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 14 yards.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Now it's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
75 yards.
and the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw, Watson.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Browns drive about to get started.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, Putting it on the receivers. Make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.